Welcome back to the LEC as Misfits become the third team in the LEC to qualify for the summer playoffs after their victory against Vitality. I have Kobbe here to celebrate this milestone. Kobbe, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. It was a nice game, and yeah, I mean we locked playoffs, right? So that feels pretty good after I think it's like 2 splits of not making it. So right now I'm very happy. Yeah.
Yeah, and another occasion for celebration is you have scored 1,000 kills in the LEC. Does it feel weird to think about the fact that you've been around for LEC for this long and successfully?
In some ways, yeah, I guess it feels weird. But like, I'm also getting older, right? I'm not. I think I was 18 or 19 when I joined the league, so it is a while ago. I've played for about 5 years, and it's like I think it was Wunder who got 1,000 kills as well recently, so I knew. I mean, I haven't really seen the stats too much, but I mean, it just makes sense, right? I've been playing for a long time, playing a carry role, so yeah, it's nice.
Time does not wait for no one. And speaking of time passing, because you have locked into playoffs now, you can safely look ahead for the rest of the summer split. But what do you think about the current form of Misfits right now in comparison to the other top teams in the LEC?
It's a kind of a tricky question, because I think we have 3 wins in a row now, and it's looking pretty good. After we had the 0-2 week, we bounced back pretty well, but we do have our fair share of problems in scrims and whatsoever. But yeah, of course, every team is gonna have problems, and there's stuff to work on. And I think it's just how we. I mean, I won't say bad times because it's going pretty well for us, right? We show up in the official matches and we play well, and sometimes in the practice and scrims we just don't show the same level. So that's, I guess it's a better problem to have than being good in scrims and can't perform on stage. But yeah, that's kind of what we're working with right now.
It is true that every team will be working towards players' performance and eventually Worlds. Misfits had a great start to the LEC, but it never truly fell off out of players' contention. However, when people speak of teams that might make it to Worlds, they don't often talk about Misfits. What do you think about this sentiment?
Part of me wants to make a strong statement and say they should, because we're showing a lot of good stuff in the league, and we're like second or third place right now, so we should be talked about as a top team. But I think it's also at the same time, like, it makes sense to me because it's been a while since Misfits was this high in the standings and doing so well. And based on our performance in spring, where we got 8th place or something, we kept the same roster, and I think it's just natural. People are not gonna expect much from us, and maybe it's also just from looking at the games, they don't view us. Think we play as good as the other top teams, which I can agree with in some games, but I also think we have shown a lot of good stuff. So for me, and I think for most other people, it's just about showing it against the other top teams. Like, we need to beat Rogue, G2 Fnatic, these kind of teams, not just by getting an Elder Dragon after being 10k down, or against Fnatic it was not like convincing win either, but if we can have actual good games against the other top teams, it will. I think it will show it more that we belong up here.
And we will certainly keep our hopes up very high for Misfits Gaming and you, Kobbe. Thank you so much for this conversation. Once again, congratulations and best of luck in your journey to 2021 Worlds.